We're in dead bug. Arms and legs are up now. Let's today do the same arm, same leg. So right arm, left, right leg, and then bring it back. Left arm, left leg, and bring it back. So we're gonna work through a couple of those ranges of motion. Right arm, right leg, left arm, left leg. Keep it going. Right arm, right leg, left arm, left leg. You can bend or straighten the legs at your choice. And anything you need to do, Rach. And keep going. Let's do one more on each side. Come back to neutral. Bring your knees to your chest. Place your feet onto the floor. We'll get back to those later. Line up your heels with your sitting bones. Tilt your pelvis so your pubic bone points up. Like we did before with this arching of the back. Keep your back imprinted as you lift the glutes off the floor. And then start to peel your spine off the floor till you're resting on your shoulder blades. It's a bridge. You don't know this pose or this exercise. Reach your hands towards your heels. Bring your heels in line with your sitting bones and your knees in line with your hips. Inhale. Oh, and I forgot to change this. And exhale, release your back all the way down to the floor. So start with the imprinting. Inhale, imprint. Start with your glutes. Pull yourself up onto your shoulder blades. And right now the arms can be by your side, it's fine. Upper, mid, lower back to the floor. And then lower, mid, upper back off the floor. This time take your arms over your head with a moving bridge. Exhale, upper, mid, lower back to the floor. Inhale, lower, mid, upper back off. One more time. Inhale, upper, mid, lower. Lower the arms. Exhale, lower, mid, upper. Keep the arms up. Reach your arms forward or back. Reach your knees forward. Bring your heels towards your buttocks so your glutes are firmly engaged, as are your hamstrings. One more big breath. And then articulate your spine down. Hug your knees into your chest. Take the right hand on the right knee, left hand on the left knee, and make big circles. So come back to center, reverse it. Come back to center, open your arms to a T, shift your hips right, let your knees fall over to the left side. Turn your palms up, shoulders stretch. And then keep the knees together as you inhale, come back to center. Shift your hips left, let your knees fall to the right. Just a nice spinal twist. And then come on back to center, inhale. Exhale, lift your head and shoulders up. Rock yourself to come up to a seated position and then just go onto your hands and knees. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips, hips and shoulders width apart. Tuck the toes, dip the belly, arch the back. If you want to go onto a stability ball or a bench and do this with a standing position, round and curl, tuck the tailbone underneath here. So some people will have to modify. Inhale, arch your back, tuck your toes. Exhale, round and curl. If you like to put a ball between your thighs here, you're welcome to do that. Or a band around your legs, you choose. And then come back to the neutral position. And similar to what we did on the floor, on our back, walk your right hand all the way forward and then lift it up with the thumb up to the sky. Lower the right arm, bring it down. Inhale, say hi. Ray, she's just saying hi. She can't hear you. And exhale, lower it down. So walk your hands, walk it out in the front of the mat, then lift it up without collapsing your back and bring it back down. Walk the left arm out, lift it up, thumb up, and then bring it down. All right, let's do the same thing with the legs. Slide the right leg back, hips are squared, lift the leg up off the floor, right hip drops down, toes point down. And then drop the toes, bring the knees to the floor. Stretch the left leg back behind you, lift the hip up, the leg up, let the belly be squared, or the hips be squared, and then lower the leg, draw it in, and bring the knee in with you. My mat is curling up underneath me here. And no, I did not bring my travel mat. I keep this mat in New York. All right, now, right arm, left leg, opposite arm, opposite leg, belly in, nice and flat like a table. Arm down, bring it in. Left side, left arm, right leg. lower it down, bring it in. One more time, right arm, left leg. Bring it down, bring it in. Other side. And then bring it down, bring it in. Do a little cat. And do a little neutral. Now, this is going to be trickier. Right arm, tuck your left toes underneath you. Right leg back behind you. Toes on the floor to start. Right arm out in front of you. Hips squared. Same arm, same leg. And then spin open to your left side, or your right side. So your right leg is on the floor for now. And then float it up so it's in line with your hip. Reach your right arm over your head. I know, it's tricky. You're on your side now. Now that you're on your side, it's a little easier. Take your right hand behind your head. Keep your right leg elevated, but you can put it down. Exhale, bring the arm towards the floor. Rotate your torso. Inhale, open up, let your head rest into your hands. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open up. Right arm up in the air. Right leg in the air. Lower the foot to the floor. Lift the leg in the air. Lower the foot to the floor. Lift the leg in the air. So side, it's like a side. You could also do this lying on your side. Right leg up. Right leg down. Right leg up. Right leg down. Right leg up and hold. And pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Spin it around. Right hand down. Right leg up. Point the toe. Bring the knee to the chest, round and curl. Extend the leg back behind you. Flex the foot. Exhale, bring the knee to the chest, round and curl. Inhale, extend it back behind you. Exhale, round and curl. Pull it in. Stay in a rounded position. Heel to the buttocks so your hamstrings start to act. And curl the knee to the chest for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Open your knees wide, sit in your heels, child's pose. I'm going to flip myself around so that when the camera will see me, not from the back. Go ahead. Up to you. Up to you. I didn't put mine on. Just saying. But I also don't like, I'm on a yoga mat and I don't like to be wearing shoes on the yoga mat. All right. So now I'm just going to turn around this way for a second so you'll see me from the side. Take your left arm and tuck your left toes underneath you. I also have a little slippery part on this mat. Take your left arm in front of you. So try to level the hips. It's scary, it's hard. Open up now to the left side. So the left toes are on the floor, the right arm is underneath you. Lift the left leg off the floor. Take the left hand behind your head. Keep the left leg up. So really feel your outer glutes start to work in for you. And take your left elbow to the floor. Inhale, come back up. Take the left elbow to the floor. Inhale, come back up. Take the left elbow to the floor. Inhale, come back up. Lengthen the arm up in the air. And now lower the left leg down. Lift it up. Bring it down. Lift it up. Bring it down. Lift it up. Bring it down, lift it up, and hold it up and pulse it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your left hand down. I'm going to face front now. Bring your left hand down, left leg back. Bring the knee to the chest, round and curl. Pull it all the way in. Pull the heel to the butt. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, round and curl, pull the belly in. Inhale, extend the leg. And exhale, bring the knee to the chest, round and curl. Kick the heel to the buttocks and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring the knee down. Sit on your heels. Good. All right. If you have a ball and you're using it, put it between your ankles. If you're not using a ball, that's okay. Open up your knees and row. You're just going to use the bench, or you can go over your ball. So if you have the ball at your ankles, lift your heels off the floor, shift yourself forward, and then bend your elbows, and come back up. Now try to come back up in one piece. In other words, don't come from your belly and kind of snake your spine, okay? So get your arms wide enough, get your shoulders over your wrists. You could put the ball between your legs, bro. Either way, you can put it up higher probably. And bend the elbows in 3, 2, 1. So push-ups, 1. So come all the way down to the floor, everybody. Sorry. All right, let's do that. And if you have the ball, it's fine. Keep it where it is. Press your palms down on the floor and have your fingers line up with your chest. Okay. We're going to use it from the knees. So now in one piece, push to your knees. I didn't do it so much in one piece. And then lower down all the way to the floor. So let's do it even less than that for a second. Keep your knees down. Keep your hips down. Just push your chest up. A little bit like a cobra, but more of a push-up position. And then come back down. Now, come from the cobra to your knees straight up. And then go all the way down to the floor. It's hard. So, it's tricky. Push your pubic bone down. Press the top of your feet down. Push your chest or lift your chest up. All right, don't go so much into the back bends. Try to keep your head in line with your tailbone. Then keep your core strong. Lift up off the floor and push to your heels. Let me watch that for you one more time. So go all the way down onto your belly. Don't do a full cobra, but be in that cobra position. In other words, cobra's a back bend, right? So don't extend your spine. Keep your head in line with your tailbone. Then your hands are right by your ribs. All right, now lift just the chest, but don't arch the back. Then lift the belly. What was that, Dev? Good. And then do a push-up. Do 5 push-ups right there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now go back to your child's pose. Tuck your toes. All right. So that was a little tricky. We'll go over that again later. Or something like that. Lift your hips up for downward facing dog. Whether you're on a bench, on a ball, on the floor. If you have the ball there, go ahead and drop it off to the side. Send your right leg in the air. Open your right hip to the right side, but keep your right underarm pointing down. Bend your right knee. Keep the right hip open and extend the leg. And then bend it again. Try to shift the weight evenly into both arms, right and left arm. Particularly the right arm, keep pulling the right shoulder down. 3 more, 2, 1 more. Now lift here and just pulse it up. Little pulses, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now square your hips. Bring the knee to the right elbow tricep. Lift it up and open. And then bring it back up in the air. Straighten the leg. Bend the knee, bring it to the right elbow tricep. And bring it back up. Bring the knee to the right elbow tricep. Bring it back up. Lower to the floor. Bring your knees to the floor. Hands under shoulders. Send the right leg back. We'll do the same thing on our knee for a second. Exhale, bring the knee to the right elbow tricep, maybe shoulder, and extend it back. Bring the knee to the right elbow tricep, shoulder, bring it back. Try not to make so many other moves in your body. Bring the knee in, lift it up. Now lift up the hip, but lift up the outer hip, but point the hip bones down. I'm making a face because it's not easy. And lower it down. Tuck your toes underneath you, go back. Lift your hips up, bro. You can do this on the bench. Left leg in the air. Open the left hip out, bend the knee. Good. And then extend the leg. So bend and stretch it a couple more times. Just opening up the knee joint, the hip joint. And then one more time, bend the knee. Good, then square the hip, bring the knee to the outer arm. Keep the knee open, and then lift it up. Exhale, bring the knee to the outer arm. And then lift it up. Bring the knee to the outer arm. Lift it up. And bring the knees to the floor. Good. Take the left leg behind you. Bend the knee, take it to the outer arm. Hug the right hip in and bring it back behind you. Same thing on the knee. Or just keep doing what you're doing, Ron. Come back in. Bring the knee down. And bring it back in. Lower the knees, sit on your heels. Sit up for a second. Just sit up. So you're sitting on your heels. Okay, roll out your wrists for a little bit. Just move them in all sorts of directions. Okay. You can just leave the door open. Okay. And come back. We have a visitor. Rach. All right, everybody. Come back to the tabletop position.
I figured out one. Got it.
All right. Back to tabletop position. We're going back to the bird dog. So, right arm, left leg. Deb, what are you doing? Now, take the right arm to the right side. Take the left leg to the left side. Awkward airplane. And then come back to center. Right arm, right side, left leg, left side. Are you leaving? No? Come back. Come back to center. Right arm, right side, left side. Okay. Come back to center. Now right elbow, left knee. We did this before without the arm. And extend it out. Bring it in, round and curl. Extend it out. One more time, round and curl. Extend it out. Lower it down. Keep the left leg in the air. You could tuck the right toes underneath you. Bring your chin and chest to the floor. I think we did these last week too. They're called bird dog or sunbird bows. Keep going. One more. So similar to what we did from our belly up. Come back. Knee down. Sit on your heels. How cute you look. You look like Mr. Robot. Good. Come back to your hands and knees. Left arm forward, right leg back. And then extend the left leg to the side, left arm to the side, right leg to the side. Come back in, extend. It smells good. Exhale, left side. Inhale back. Don't collapse through your spine. Send it out. Come back. Knee to opposite elbow. Exhale. Inhale. Good. I hear you, whoever that was. Just keep the door. All right. And one more. Extend it out. Keep the leg up. Hand down. Deb, somebody's not muted. I can't see from here. Okay. And go down. 3, 2. That was you, Cindy. And 1. Come back. Sit on your heels. All right. Let's go up to standing. So tuck your toes underneath you. Sit back. Walk your hands down. Lower your feet. Chin to chest. Round your spine. And roll up to stand all the way up. Okay. Just going to adjust my mat a little bit here. Separate your feet the wide way on your mat. If it means you're not facing me with the camera, that's okay. All right, and turn your toes out. Not too wide of a leg. So you, from this position, Vitruvian stance, turn your toes in. You might have to walk your feet in a little bit. All right, so your upper thigh is going to rotate out while your inner heels and inner thighs are going to squeeze in. Right, nothing we've never done before, okay? Tailbone underneath you. Bend the knees and sit down, if you can, parallel to the floor, or a little higher if you need to. Bring the hands behind your head. Well, actually, let's start with the arms out to the side. Good. Now, this is going to be just some, walk like an Egyptian kind of thing. We're just going to move side to side. All right, so stay low. Walk, move your torso to the right side. Come back to the center, move your torso to the left side. Reach out as far as you can go without having to straighten your legs. Come back in.
and switch sides. Let's do that one more time. Come back in, go out, come back in, good. Bend your elbows. Drop your seat lower, and then push the stand all the way up, push the arms up. Good, exhale, bend the arms, squeeze your shoulders together, bend your knees, bend your arms. Inhale, press through your feet, rise up. Exhale, bend your knees. That's good, guys. Go low. Press through your legs, come up. One more time, go low. Stay low, like J-Lo. Yeah, you can use weights. Turn your torso to the right and pulse it, come back to center. Turn your torso to the left and pulse it, come back to center. Turn your torso to the right and pulse it, come back to center. Turn your torso to the left, pulse it, come back to center. 2 more times, pulse, pulse. Sit down low, pulse, pulse. Don't come up. Pulse, pulse, center. Pulse, pulse, center. Squat down lower. Push up to standing. Turn your toes forward. Release your arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Fold it in between your 2 legs. Hang your head down, bring the arms up. Good. Release your hands to the floor, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. All right, place your hands, let's just do this. Walk over to the front leg of your mat, whatever is that front leg. So mine's my left. Bend your knee. Ro, you're going to use your bench. Bend your knee. Put your hand on the floor, in front, on the side. You want more challenge, put your hand on a small ball. If you want less challenge, find something stable or just the floor. We're going to float the right leg off the floor, or the back leg off the floor. All right, so come forward, lift the leg off the floor, just like we did on our knees. You can keep your right hand or your top hand on top of the thigh, and then lift the leg out. We'll lift the leg up. Kick it up for 8, 7, 6. It's balance, guys. 5, 4. It's also a lot of other stuff. 3, 2, 1. Good. Hold it. Reach the right arm in the air. It's a yoga pose. Hug the left hip in. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Hold it there. Lengthen your leg a little bit longer and lift it up again for 8, 7, 6. Slow, slow. 5. Slow. 4. It's easier to go fast. 3. This requires more balance, stability, and strength. 2 and 1. Lower your hand to the floor. Bend your front leg and step the back leg back again. Turn to face the long edge of your mat. And now we're going to walk over to the back leg. So whatever leg is on the back, turn the toes all the way to the back side of the mat. And then begin to put your weight into the right hand, or the back hand, back leg. Keep the other hand on your hip, rotate your torso, and lift up pulse. Not pulse, up and down. 7, 6, 5. Hug the standing leg in. 4. Lengthen the leg that's not standing. 3, 2. One more time. Hold it up. See if you want to lift the left arm in the air. It gives you a little more space in your torso now. And lift up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. 2 more. 1 more. Hand down. Bend the knee. Step all the way back with that back leg. Turn back to the long edge of your mat. Fold in half. Inhale, look up, hands to your hips. Come up to standing. Bring your feet in a little closer, turn your toes out again. Bring the tailbone beneath you, so it's just a long line here instead of arching your back, right? Bring the arms up. Bend the knees, drop. Lean to the right side. Inhale back to center, lean to the left side, exhale. Inhale back to center. I want you guys sitting low if you can. Side to side. Come back in. Other side. Come back in. Other side. Come back in. Other side. Come back in. Hold to the right side. Take your left arm across your body, reach a little longer, and then take the right arm back. Inhale to the center, exhale to the left side. Take the left arm across the body, don't touch anything, and then stretch it out. Inhale, rise to center, drop your seat, exhale. Inhale, rise to standing. So without using your arms now. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your tailbone. Inhale, press down. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press down. Exhale, lower. Sit down. Now hinge forward. Reach your arms forward like you're in a tug of war. Sit your weight back into your heels, core active, and reach your arms out in front of you. Sit your tush down lower. 3, 2, 1. Hands down, turn your toes forward, and fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Put your hands to your hips and rise up to standing. Okay. Bring your feet together, or closer together. Bring your heels together, toes apart. Bring your arms by your side. If you have, sometimes I use a towel just for balance. This is a scarf. Take your arms out in front of you so you can use something in front of you or just hold your arm. You can even hold your weights. So squeeze your heels together, open your outer thighs or your upper thighs outward, but squeeze your inner heels together. And then lift up onto your toes. Lift up and down 1. Up and down 2. Up and down 3. Up and down 4. Up to 8. 5, 6, 7. Stay up on 8. 8. Now bend your knees so your heels are together, your knees are apart. And we're just going to pulse for 8, 7. Now listen, 6. Go straight down and up. You can put your heels down if you're not balanced. 3, 2, 1. Stay down. Keep the heels together. Open the knees apart. Open the knees apart. You're still holding onto your ballet bar or your weights. If you're holding onto the weights, shoulders are going to get tired. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4. Open the knees. 3, 2. Now open, tuck, and tilt the tailbone underneath you and squeeze. So just do a little pelvic thrust. Pelvic thrust, like a bridge, a short bridge. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it in 1. Lower the heels, straighten the legs. I'm just going to get rid of my belly bar for a moment. Arms can be out in front of you. So now bend your knees, lift up on your toes, lower your heels, and squeeze your legs together. Bend your knees, on your toes, lower your heels, straighten your legs. Bend, lift, lower, zip it up. Bend, lift, lower, zip it up. Bend, lift, lower, zip it up. One more time. Bend, lift, lower, zip it up. Now come onto your toes, bend your knees, lower your heels, straighten your legs. On your toes, bend your knees, lower your heels, straighten your legs. On your toes, bend your knees, lower your heels, straighten your legs. And up on your toes, bend your knees, lower your heels, straighten your legs. Go down and up. Down, up on your feet. 2, up, belly and strong. 3, 4, so we got a lot of this outer hip stuff going on today. 5, 6, 7, squeeze up on 8, stay up on 8, reach the arms overhead, lift up on your toes, come a little higher, and then lower it all to the floor. Check out your legs. Good work. Take your feet into maybe a plie, maybe not quite as wide. And again, bend your knees, tailbone underneath you. Stretch your arms forward. Now you can use your light weights. Stretch your arms forward. So me, without weight, I'm just going to give dynamic tension to my muscles. So I'm going to imagine that I'm holding a weight that I've got to hold up. So I'm going to activate my biceps and my shoulders, okay? So, again, extend your arms out in front of you, open your arms to the side, bring your arms together, and bring them in by your waist. Extend the arms, open out, bring it in, and all the way in. Extend the arms, open, in, bring it in, extend the arms, open, and hold it here. Lift up and down. Now look at the range of motion I'm using here in my arms. Not a lot, right? Just a small range going above and below my shoulder height. Squeeze down. You can hold the plie or the leg stance, or you can go up and down with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, stay down 1. Now bring the arms all the way overhead. You should be using a light weight. Thumbs come together overhead. Stay low, bring the arms down in front of you. Palms face in. Open up, palms face out. Come in, palms face in. Open up, palms out. Where's your legs? Come back in, palms in. One more time, palms up. Palms in. And last time, just lift it up and hold it up this time. Pull the right arm down, squeeze, bring it up. Pull the left arm down, squeeze, lift it up. Pull the right arm down, squeeze, sit down. Pull the left arm down, squeeze. Do it again. Pull, release, pull, release, pull, release, pull. Now do both arms together and sit a little lower, come all the way up. Sit a little lower, come all the way up. Sit a little lower, come all the way up. Sit a little lower, stay low. Palms, arms together, open out. Arms together, open out. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. I'm not using weights and I feel this. Squeeze, I guarantee you tomorrow I will feel. Sit down lower. 3, 2, now one more. Open the arms, extend the legs and arms. Bend the knees, bring the arms in. Open the arms, extend arms and legs. Bend the knees, bring it all the way in. Open, stretch, bend, touch. Open, stretch, bend, touch. Open, stretch, bend, touch. Open, stretch, stay here, touch. Now lift the arms up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. Release the arms. Hands on your thighs, turn your toes forward. Hinge forward, right shoulder forward. How was that? Come back to the center, switch. Come back to the center, release your hands to the floor, straighten your legs and fold in half. Now, straighten your legs doesn't mean they're gonna go straight, right? But maybe put some more straightness into it. You don't have to. And then rise up onto your fingertips, walk to the front of the space, and then go back to the downward facing dog, walk your hands or your feet out. Just bend one knee, then the other. Inhale, come on onto your tippy toes. Shift forward to a high plank, top of a push-up. Pull the belly in. Lift your hips up. Benches work very well. Hips up in the air. Inhale, bring the body forward, plank. Exhale, lift your hips in the air. Now this time as you come forward, you're going to bring your right knee to your left elbow. And then you're going to come back to downward dog. Left knee, right elbow in plank. Come back up. So that rotation that we started with earlier, rotate to the left side, come back up. Rotate to the right side, come back up. Rotate to the left side, come back up. And rotate to the left side, come back up. Hips in the air, down dog. Plank position, pause.
Lower all the way to the floor. Release your toes. Release your chest. So go back to adjusting your camera if you need. I think everybody's kind of good. Bring the arms in by your side. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. Push through your hands. You might need to bring your knees down. Lift up into that plank. And then lower to the floor. Okay, this is challenging. Tuck your toes underneath you. Push from the floor up. Nice. Release. Let's do that one more time. Push from the floor up. If you have to go to your knees, it's fine. Beautiful. And then push back to downward dog. Good. Breathe in. And then bring your knees back to the floor. Bring your knees up towards the front third of your mat. Cross your ankles and sit behind it. Grab a sip of water. Okay. Let's go ahead and straddle our legs. I know it's not viewer fun, but face the camera. And then straddle your legs. And I don't care how wide the legs go. Okay. So move the flesh from under the right side. Move the flesh from under the left side. Or just put your hands behind you and lift up. And then shift in front of your sitting bones. Good. Stretch the arms out to the side. We did the standing. Turn your toes upward today. And as opposed to in or out. Just straight up. Reach your torso to the right. Come back to center. Reach your torso to the left. Come back to center. Your straddle does not have to be big. It could be as wide as your hips. Come back in. Yeah. And out. Left side. One more time each side. Come back to the center. Over to the right side. Right hand down, left arm up. Now, use your right hand on the inside of your thigh. Open your torso to the left. Lift out of your right waist and bring the right arm by your ear. Keep your left hip towards the ground. Reach out, reach out, reach out. Now inhale, come back up to sitting. Exhale, left arm down, right arm over. Use your arm on the inside of your leg or a block or whatever you've got. And then push against it so the right shoulder opens more to the right side. Right hip stays grounded. If you're doing this correctly, you're going to feel a lot in your waist. Now float your left arm off the floor, biceps by the ears. Right hip presses down. Inhale, rise up. Good. Exhale, right arm down. Use it as leverage to open up a little bit wider. Then float the arm by your ear. Inhale up. Same thing to the left. Lower it down. Rotate the torso. I want you to get that feeling of that open rotation. Left arm by your ear. Right hip down. Inhale up. Now try it without the right arm going down first. Lean to the side. Rotate this slight, opening in the left shoulder, but the left hip stays grounded. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, left side, open it. You just want to get as open as you can. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the right side. A lot of work going on in here. If you're not feeling it, you might tomorrow. Inhale up. And exhale, lean to the left side, rotate. Inhale up. Now hinge forward. Release your hands. Walk out as far as you want. I'm not looking for anything here. I'm just looking for a release. In fact, let's turn the toes in on this, and you'll get a little bit deeper. Breathe in, breathe out. Walk over to your right leg and just fold. Walk through center to your left leg and just fold. And then walk back to the center. Walk your hands back in. Sit up nice and tall. Turn the toes back up. Go bring the hands behind your head. Lean to the right side, right elbow behind the knee now. Inhale to the center, other side, left. Inhale to the center, exhale to the right. Inhale to the center, exhale to the left.
Inhale to the center, exhale to the right. Inhale to the center, exhale to the left. Inhale to the center, lift your chest. Turn to the right side, pulse, come back to center. We did this too. Pulse, pulse, come back to center. Pulse, pulse, come back to center. Pulse, pulse, come back to center. One more time. Pulse, pulse, come back to center. And left pulse, pulse, come back to center. Release your arms, bend your knees, bring them in. Turn yourself around on your mat. Feet are in line with your sitting bones. Hold on to your thighs, lift your chest up. Exhale, roll down, chin to chest, roll down to your back. Keep holding onto your thighs for this one. Walk your feet in a little closer, take a breath at the bottom. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, tilt your pelvis, and roll all the way back up. Without kicking your legs. Your feet stay on the floor, your hands are assisting you. Exhale, chin to the chest. Do not lift your legs. Scoop it out, scoop it out, scoop it out. Now use your hands here to help you. Inhale. Exhale, first bring your chin to your chest. Grab your thighs and pull yourself up. Do not lift the legs from the floor. Good. And now one more time, roll down all the way. Keep your head and shoulders off. Reach your arms forward. And then take the left arm to the right side. Reach your left arm longer. And then release your left shoulder towards the floor. Reach your left arm out. Lower to the floor. Reach it out. Lower to the floor. Reach it out. Lower to the floor. Reach it out and hold. Come back to center. Lower your head, just give your neck a rest. Stretch out your neck from side to side. Inhale, tuck your chin to your chest and lift your head and shoulders. Right arm to the left side. Now move the right arm across the body and then press it back towards the floor. And reach it across and back. And 3, and back, and 4. One more time. Hold up. Come back to center. Lower down, head down, knees into the chest. Legs straight up in the air. Flex your feet. So when I say straight up in the air, the feet should not be over your chest and your tailbone should not be lifted. So you look like maybe an L, but maybe a little bit lower, like further forward than you really think. Put your hands behind your head, lightly touching, just the fingertips to the back of the head. Lift your head and shoulders up. Pull your belly in. Lift your hips up. Lift your head and shoulders a little higher. Lift your hips a little higher. Stay there or reach your hands to your feet for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Inhale. And exhale. Spinal twist. Legs to the left, arms to the right, or right arm to the right. Inhale to center. Switch to the other side. Twist. Inhale to the center. Bring your knees to your chest. Exhale, rock and roll. One more time, all the way over, this time onto your belly, all the way. Just, we'll end with a little back extension because we didn't really get that too much today. Palms facing in, so your thumbs are down to the floor. Delivery. Bicep. Inhale, lift your chest up. Lift your legs up. Reach your hands towards your feet. Lower down, lower your chest, let go. One more time, lift the chest. Lift the legs, lift the arms, reach back, 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 back. Lower down. And one more time, lift everything up. Reach for your feet, reach for the crown of your head forward. Reach back, reach forward, reach back, reach forward, reach back, reach up. Exhale, let it go. Push to your heels, child's pose. Sit all the way back on your heels. Walk your hands to the right side. Left arm on top of the right. And walk your hands to the left side, right arm on top of left. Inhale, return to the center. Push back. Come to your hands and knees. One more time, a little cat-cow action. Round and curl. And then let's do a little puppy dog. Walk your arms forward, keep your hips up, bring your chin, chest, or forehead to the floor. Lift up the underarms and spread the word across the shoulder. And then come back to your hands and knees. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Downward facing dog, soften the knees. Walk your hands and feet towards each other. Forward fold, grab opposite elbows, hang sway. And then release the arms, tuck the chin into the chest, roll up. Roll your shoulders back and around. Take a big breath in, bring the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. And if you're at home, stay fit, stay healthy.